I am lucky enough to say that in a generation whereby we're celebrating separation, we are celebrating divorce. I'm actually say I'm among the few guys who are actually living a very... My in-laws are very respectable people, and it wasn't easy for me, especially how to handle a child getting pregnant has changed, but getting pregnant has not changed. Her going and committing suicide. My daughters understand that I'm their first love, I'm their first boyfriend, and
Omera, subscribe to this channel. Definitely Daisy. Subscribe. Omera.
Before, it's your girl Definitely Daisy, and we're back again with another video. So if you haven't subscribed, fanya hiyo kitu tukipiganga story. Leo tuko na Dr. Ofweneke. Sasa
fit sana sasa.
Uko poa?
Sawa kabisa, nashukuru.
Naona umechangamka.
Me I'm always full of life. Me I'm team happy. I'm team happy soul. Yeah.
Na leo umefika hapa, tunaweza jua maybe reason yako kuja hapa ni nini haswa?
Nah, of course, as the banner says, we're here to support our brother. He had an ailment. He was at the hospital for a while, and we thank God first of all that he's alive. He was able to make it. The situation was very critical, his medical situation. Okay. But we want to thank God that he is alive. He made it, and we're here to just make sure that after amepona hospitali itamfuata ichukue title deed. So we here to support him, to stand with him.
Aendelee kupiga kazi.
Exactly, because that's what brothers do. Kuku is one of the best future kings of comedy in this country. So we want to make sure that he's still alive and well to be able to push that vision away.
I like your unity.
Yeah, I mean, we have to stand with each other. We are here also to demystify the rhetorical thinking that comedians are not united. So we are to show that yes, we are together, yes, we are one, and yes, we are and we appreciate and celebrate and love each other. Yeah. So
Dr. Ofweneke, nimekuwa nikifuatilia show zako. Kuna ile story mlipiga about akina Carolsoni na Mulamua, as in most shows mingi tu about couples ni nini.
Yes.
So nataka niingilie yako kiasi.
Yangu wezi guza.
No, it's something like
No.
It's something
the interview is about Dr. Ofweneke. My family life, I don't talk about my family life.
No, let me just ask this way. When you found someone you want to marry her,
Yes.
how was it taking her to your parents and introducing her? How was it from your side? Ilikuwa ngumu ama tu ilikuwa kitu?
No, it was easy because my parents trust my decision. They trust my choice. And I am lucky enough to say that in a generation whereby we're celebrating separation, we are celebrating divorce, I'm actually say I'm among the few guys who are actually living a very peaceful, happy marriage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm asking this because unapata most of the people, some of the youth maybe, somebody ameriziwa in an environment where there's that strictness, it sounds like it's fear, it's not ile, as in a parent and instill fear in a kid in the name of ni respect, una get. So this person anafika time anataka kupeleka mtu wake kumintroduce home, but then inakuwa ngumu on their side. No, kuna ile uoga, kuna ile africanity.
This is the thing, your parents are who they are. They grew up in their own different generation with different doctrines and beliefs about so many things in the society. Now we live in a different world right now, and even you guys in the next generation will be living in a different world. You get? So it's about you trusting your instincts and your decisions, and assuring your parents that you're making the right decision. Okay. Yes, I mean every African child has been raised up in a family whereby they were not really strict, but they were just trying to make sure that we don't deviate from what life really expects us to be.
But then unakwanga strict. Unaona ile strictness hadi unaogopa mzazi wako in the name of ni. I don't know what's your take on that.
No, you can think your parents are strict until you become a parent.
Like mine are strict.
They have to be. I'm also very strict on my daughters. Yes, you complain because you're not a parent. When you get to become a parent, that's when you realize the things that mom and dad were saying or doing were only supposed to be able to carve you to fit comfortably and become as a positive person in the society.
About your daughters, how open are you with your kids?
We are very open. My daughters are all grown up, so we sit down and have conversations. Like, but they know when dad says this is wrong, they have to obey that.
Do you think if your daughter gets into some situation, say for example, by bad luck, apate she goes outside there when they are grown enough, mtu akwe impregnated by somebody else, huyu mtu humjui, your daughter anajua amefanya makosa, do you feel like your daughter atakuja akwe open na wewe akwambie this and this happened and this and this happened?
My daughters know that they have a friend in their father. They know that I'm their friend before I'm their father. You get? And number two, my daughters understand that I'm their first love. I'm their first boyfriend. And I should be able to be in a position where I should talk to them and understand them. And also understand that anything can happen. These things happen. You get? My first concern would be as a father, is my daughter okay? Psychologically, financially, is she able, just in case the gentleman is irresponsible enough to take care of his responsibilities? I have to make sure, because my first concern is my children. Okay. So I have to make sure they're okay first of all, and then the rest of them all, we deal with them. I mean, it will not benefit me today rejecting my daughter because of getting a simple pregnancy.
I know.
And of course, her going and committing suicide. I don't think as a father I can be able to live with that.
Okay.
Exactly.
You're the best friend, right?
Yeah, my daughters know. Their dad is their hero. Their dad is their best friend. They know that.
Okay, that's so nice. How about on your wife's side? How was it? Her kukupeleka kwao, introducing you, how was it?
Of course, like any other father, of course you must be protective, because all this time you have been that one man in your daughter's life. Then this other person comes out and said, hey, I think you've done enough. Now it's time for me to take over from here. It's not easy for any man.
So it wasn't easy for you either?
It wasn't easy for me, especially being a public figure. No, it wasn't dramatic. Okay. My in-laws are very respectable people, and they are very mature enough to handle these situations in a very mature way. Okay. So it's also up to me as their son-in-law to work hard to earn their trust, especially being a public figure and being a top brand. It's also important for them for me to win their trust.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, tukimalizia, maybe I ask you another last question.
Yes.
There are these parents who are very strict to their kids, to the point that huyu mtoto goes outside there, like I said, gets pregnant and blah blah blah. This kid she has no that rapport with her parent or his parents. Sasa haizi kuja kumwambia. Such kids end up making wrong decisions, ama end up kujinyonga or something. How would you address such parents or such kids either?
No, it's very easy. If your parents are not understanding, there's always that one uncle or auntie who is understanding and can always talk to your mom and dad. Explain. If you cannot get through your parents, look for the closest person next to them. It's the nearest pastor, it's the nearest auntie, uncle, or somebody who your mom has grown up with, your dad has grown up with. Use them as a route to try and make them understand the situation.
On the same note, do you think it should come from the parents or the kids, that the rapport, the friendliness between you and your kid, does it come from the kid, ama inafaa kutoka kwa mzazi?
No, it comes from the parent. Of course, the kid doesn't know what to do, so it comes from the parent. You have to understand that the children nowadays cannot be raised up the way we were raised up. Of course, for us, our parents were not our friends. You get? And the society had the privilege and the role of disciplining you. I mean,
it's different nowadays.
Now you cannot do that. Now you have to sit down, have a conversation with your child. Yes, get them to understand whatever they did was wrong, and also let them understand you that everything you're doing is coming from a place of love and a place of care.
I also think the friendliness originates in answer from the time a child is born. You become making friends with your kid, sio kumwekea fear.
Well, again, it depends. It also depends where the parent is coming from. At times, parents will do things in a strict way because they have been through that road before, and they probably just want to protect you so that you don't end up going through the same thing.
But then times are changing.
Well, times are changing, but times are changing, yes. But the incidents in life that never change.
Okay.
Because how to handle a child getting pregnant has changed, but getting pregnant has not changed. You get pregnant the same way. Exactly, you get. So it's how you handle the situation, but the incidents don't change. It's the situation that change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for kuja to my show.
You're welcome.
So that's it for today, guys. Till next time. Bye. Asante.
You're welcome.